Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of the tutorial series for the Pixelearth SMP. I'm your host, some Canadian, back again to teach you the ways of claims. So here I have my tutorial claim where we will be testing all of the following. First thing I will teach you is that if you go to a chunk not claimed by your land and do /lands claim or just /l claim, that chunk will then become part of your claim. So if you do /lands, it brings up a page showing all the lands you are in. To select a claim to view it, just click on the icon of the claim. First thing we're going to discuss is this Ender Pearl. Clicking on it will send you to where you started your claim, while shift clicking it will set it to your current position. Now, if we go to the Area tab, you can see a fence and 2 pieces of concrete at the bottom of the screen. Green is to create an area, while red is to delete an area. If you create an area, you will have to add a name to it. If you wish to delete that area, just click the red concrete. We will now move to the default area, which, as you can see, all these different things in it. We will discuss those in greater ability later in the video as they come up. Next section is player management, where you can manage players, see your banned players, invites, where you can see the players you have invited to your claim, and finally membership requests, which is where you can see players requesting access to your claim. Clicking on player management, you can see all the people who are trusted in your claim. If you hover over a player's head, you can see who the player is. Here, you can left click to see information like the last time they played, support claims, lands they are trusted in, and areas they are trusted in. Shift L click promotes them up a level, and Shift R click demotes them one level. See roles and more information. And clicking Q will remove their trust from your claim. Clicking on Banned shows players who are banned and all the same information you see in player management. Invites show you who are you asking to join your claim, and likely the same information as player management, and this can be said too for requests, except it's about people asking to join. Relations is next, and here you can see your allies, enemies, and the ingoing/outgoing offers. Clicking on allies and enemies shows your allies and enemies, and also allows you to add and remove allies and enemies. Note, if you are part of a nation, this will be managed through the nation and not the country. Level is about one of the simplest things on this page, just being how your country levels up. They involve balance, which has to be deposited into the claim, chunks, which have to be claimed for your nation, mentioned earlier in the video, and trusted players. At the bottom, the sign shows your current claim level, like here you can see the level of the land for the colony of Latvia is settlement. Next to it is a beacon which shows the level up and its buffs. As you can see with Estonia, it's the max level, but Latvia has village as the next level up, along with an attribute of 5 claims once leveled up. The next is the inbox, which logs all the information about your claim, like trusts, untrusts, and bans. If you click on one of the reports, it deletes it, while the barrier empties your entire inbox. The book and quill is used for creating a post for all members to see, while the arrows move the page back and forth. Statistics shows all the information about your claim, like where the spawn is located, what nation it's part of, the amount of claims in it, the amount of members trusted in your claim. It also shows everything related to the economy of your claim. Natural flags is where you can decide how and what works in your claim. Example is monster spawning. If you click it off, mobs can't spawn naturally in your claim. They can still spawn with mob spawners though. Now at roles, you can see roles. You can also create roles, which will send you to the chat to name the role. Clicking on roles sends you to another page where you can see members of that role, like player management. Rename the role, let you change the icon of the role if you wish, add the role to areas, and tax paying. There's also action flags like placing and breaking blocks, and management flags, which describe what the players in that role can do. Finally, we move to miscellaneous settings, where you can name your claim, have a message that shows up when you enter the claim, category, which has many options like looking for members, PvP arena, and mob farm, to name a few, and lastly, icon, where you can get by taking an item in your inventory and clicking the icon with it. You can remove it just by clicking Q on it. Some quick commands that you can use relating to lands are /l trust, /l untrust, /l ban, /l unban, /l deposit, /l withdraw, /l leave, and /l spawn. You can do most of these on any claim on the server, as long as you are within its borders. Another two commands that are useful are /set_home and /home, which are like /l spawn and the ender pearl in the /land screen, except it sends you to a specific place chosen by you. Episode 3 will talk about /shop and the server menu. Anyways, for today, I'm Some Canadian, and I hope you enjoyed this video.